Hi class, it's week 8, you're over halfway through the course and I've managed not to scare you off yet. I think we're making some pretty good progress. This week, hopefully I don't lose you too much, we're going to go over the dreaded S word, statistics. So I know a lot of you are probably very nervous about statistics. It's a common thing. A lot of folks that come through this class are terrified of statistics. I'm not going to ask you guys to be statisticians. I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritty of how to do different procedures. You're not going to be required to have SPSS to do the course. I just want to make sure that you guys have enough savvy to be able to read a results section as a practitioner and understand what it's saying and what the findings mean. And in order to do that, you're going to have to get at least a base level knowledge of statistics. We're going to start really slow. This week we're going to start off with descriptive statistics. Descriptive statistics you've already learned about, I can almost guarantee. And for many of you, you might have to reach back a little bit. It may have been in middle school, high school, but descriptive statistics are just a basic set of numbers that give you an overall idea of the entire group. We use these in research just to kind of give a universal description so that everyone's on the same page as far as what's going on, what that means. It's very operational. So instead of saying, this group really liked Lucky Charms, you can say that on a scale of 1 to 10, the mean rating of Lucky Charms in this group was 9.5. That means something. That means the same thing to everyone. No one's confused. So we've talked a little bit about operational definition, I think back in week 2. That's coming into play now. So descriptive statistics are an operational set of definitions that define your group. So you're going to go through, you're going to learn about all of the major statistics that you're going to need to know, predominantly measures of central tendency. That means just kind of the middle. What does the middle look like? What is the middle with this group? So the average, the median, and then also the mode, the most common answer, those kinds of things. So no fear, you're not going to be asked to do anything too crazy this early into the game. You're also going to learn about different scales of measurement. This is very important because certain scales allow you to do different things, but they also might not allow you to do different things. So if you've got measurement that is nominal, for example, and you'll learn what that means in this lesson, you're not really going to be able to do an average. So just kind of choose your variables wisely, understand the limitations and strengths of each of them. Make sure that you know what you're doing so that you don't accidentally paint yourself into a corner with the wrong kind of variable. You're also going to learn about variability. So when you learn about the middle of something, it's important that you also learn how things stray from the middle. Obviously, when you say that the average score on the Lucky Charms rating scale is 9.5, that doesn't mean everyone gave it a 9.5. So measures of variability show us how different the opinions were and how commonly they differed from the average. So they're very important because there's a big difference between a group where everyone was pretty close to 9.5 on their ratings and a group where everyone was a 10 and 2 people were 1, So that kind of information is important for us to know. It really kind of fleshes out the last little descriptive bit of your statistics. So these are the basics. They'll really help you with the first part of a results section. A lot of times these are reported in the first couple of paragraphs. And they'll really help you to understand exactly what people are saying about the population. So as you're reading it, trying to see if the study answers a question that you may have, you can kind of get an idea of like what the population looked like when they started or what kinds of responses there were. They can be very, very helpful for some kind of high-level information. You guys are going to be operationally defining a variable of your choice in the discussion. So make sure that you talk about what kind of variable it is. Feel free to have fun with it. You don't have to pick anything boring if you don't want to. It's up to you. Whatever you want. Just make sure that you're following the guidelines that you learned in class as far as defining it. Other than that, you have a test this week. Can you believe it? Test 2 already. So same exact kind of setup as test 1. You guys should be pros on this by now. But if you have any questions or you're struggling with any technical aspects of the test, by all means, please get in touch with me. Make sure you don't wait till the last minute. The test is open for 4 days. So you have plenty of time. Make sure you get in there early and everything is working appropriately. If you have any questions about anything else, the lesson, the discussion, just my favorite color, whatever you want, just ask me. Discussions in the questions for the instructor discussion board or via email. Other than that, good luck on your tests. Have fun with this week's lesson, and I'll talk to you guys next week.